2024 is like the first year of institutional adoption of Bitcoin. Like 1994 was the year of institutional adoption of the internet. Bitcoin's a paradigm shift. It's the world's first perfect money. It's digital capital. It's the digital transformation of everything that's capital asset. It's energy flowing into cyberspace. To see what's going on is when the Chinese buy billions of dollars of Bitcoin, they'll drive up the price of Bitcoin in New York. Bitcoin's a paradigm shift. It's the world's first perfect money. It's digital capital. It's the digital transformation of everything that's capital asset. It's energy flowing into cyberspace. These are all profound, complicated, scary topics. It converts all the economics you learned from an art to a science. Everything you learned, you have to unlearn. All of your monetary theory, all of your bromides, I have to have a diversified portfolio. Well, no, you don't. Diversification is selling the winner to buy the losers. But that's not what I've been taught for 30 years. Everything you're talking about is the opposite of everything I've been taught, Every rich old person that I know, every rich old powerful person says that it's a scam. Well, every rich old powerful person doesn't need it. They're rich and they're old.
Here's Michael Saylor breaking down the Bitcoin use case. In this sensational interview, Michael buttresses the fact that Bitcoin, often described as digital gold, represents a novel form of economic energy with the ability to store and transfer value efficiently, akin to how physical energy is stored and used. He says Bitcoin's underlying technology, blockchain, has spurred innovation across various sectors, including finance, supply chain management, and digital identity. Additionally, Bitcoin promotes financial inclusion by providing access to financial services for the unbanked and underbanked populations worldwide, and the continued adoption will continue to make the network stronger and more viable. To Saylor, Bitcoin represents economic energy by offering a decentralized, secure, and efficient means of storing and transferring value. Its scarcity, coupled with its potential to hedge against economic instability, positions Bitcoin as a transformative asset in the global financial landscape. Don't miss out on this in-depth analysis. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on market trends and more insightful content. Your engagement helps our channel grow and brings you more valuable information on the future of Bitcoin and digital assets. Thank you and enjoy the video.
There's nothing left for them in life to do. The people that need it are the 20-somethings, starting their career. It's like, I don't have any money. I don't have any power. I don't have any respect. How am I going to get ahead? So what you have is this new thing. It's moving faster than the speed of sound. It's creating a shock wave. It's going through the economy. It's creating a lot of noise, a lot of sound, a lot of fury. It's scary. The human conventional reaction to any of that is to push back, right? Human nature is to fear that we don't understand and to react with anger or irritation. Why are you pitching this? What is this scam? Why are you bothering with? I don't want to talk about this.
Why are you selling me?
Right? So that being the case, you're selling a new idea, a new ideology, a new protocol, a new philosophy of economics, a new philosophy of money. You're selling a new idea of money to people that have never in their life thought about what money is. And you're questioning fundamental premises, and they're successful. And they're comfortable.
Correct.
And they're probably wealthier than you. I think 2024 is like the first year of institutional adoption of Bitcoin. Like 1994 was the year of institutional adoption of the internet. And you wouldn't have done it before this year, but so we're 6 months into year one.
Yeah. Wow. Where is it going to go? That's
so there's
amazing.
Massive opportunity for everyone right now if they open their eyes, if they do the work. One thing I say to people is the average person is going to work 20 years at least, so you're going to work 40,000 hours to make money. if you're going to invest 40,000 hours of your life to make money, you probably ought to invest 100 hours of your life to keep it. Eventually people will build it into their mutual funds, build it into their pension funds, yes, build it into their insurance plans. More applications. Each application wants Bitcoin. Each application slips the Bitcoin because they want capital, because we call it capitalism, because these are the capital markets. Every company needs capital. We build a civilization on capital. How much? $400 trillion of capital? There's $900 trillion of wealth in the world. At least half of it has to be pure economic energy or monetary premium. The world wants capital. Everybody needs it. Every government, every school, every institution, you know, every charity, every religion, every family, every company, they all need capital, right? So Bitcoin will just spread as an asset to capitalize on. It is kind of the ultimate monetary union. It's a cooperative bank in cyberspace. Everybody that joins makes the network more powerful, drives up the value of their assets, and the more people that join, the more power they all have.
After US, we now see other countries following suit with issuing their own ETFs. We see Brazil, Australia, and there are other examples. What is the role of ETFs in Bitcoin's reality in your view?
Several countries have approved spot Bitcoin ETFs, with the most recent approvals coming from the United States, Hong Kong, and Thailand. According to a report, 18% of Hong Kong residents are active cryptocurrency investors, while an additional 13% are more passive investors, making Hong Kong the most crypto-friendly country in the world. These Bitcoin ETFs have significantly boosted demand for Bitcoin. Other countries with potential Bitcoin ETF approvals on the horizon include Australia, Japan, Korea, and the UK. Europe is one of the most advanced and progressive regions in terms of cryptocurrency regulation and innovation, with several countries such as Germany, Switzerland, and Sweden already having approved and launched Bitcoin ETFs, and with others such as France, Italy, and Spain showing interest and openness towards crypto assets. Europe also has a high level of crypto adoption and awareness, with 15% of Europeans owning some form of cryptocurrency, making it the fourth most crypto-friendly region in the world. Michael Saylor presents a detailed analysis of the outlook for Bitcoin ETFs and their potential impacts on investors and investments. Let's get back to the video.
The ETFs are applications on the Bitcoin network, so they're securitizing Bitcoin, and they play an important role because they add value to Bitcoin, and they solve the following problems. They make it more convenient to buy. If you're a 70-year-old retiree, you can pick up the phone and say, I want 10% of my assets to be in Bitcoin, buy it over the next week at the average price, click.
Yep, absolutely.
7 seconds, one phone call, done. And the person that took the phone call, they get compensated, the accounting systems work, the risk controls work, the compliance controls work, you don't have to wire any money. You might even be able to borrow the money to buy it. You can buy it without putting any cash down. You could have $1 million of Apple stock, pick up the phone and say, buy $100,000 of Bitcoin, and then your broker would loan you the $100,000 from the Apple to buy the Bitcoin, and you end up paying 5% interest to buy something that's generating a 50% yield right now. So it solves the credit problem, the convenience problem. It also solves the custody problem. You know, you don't have to worry about who the custodian is. You don't have to negotiate a crypto exchange agreement. You don't have to negotiate a custody agreement. You don't have to figure out how to move the Bitcoin. You don't have to master the Bitcoin network. You don't have to worry about all that. So it's much simpler. And then the other thing it solves is accounting and reporting, because all of your financial statements are all integrated, and people oftentimes have been doing business with the same bank for 30 years, and so everything is in one line and it's all properly calculated. And if I buy Bitcoin in 18 different days, I've got 18 different bases, and they keep track of the bases. And at the end of the year, if I have to sell something, or if I gift it to my, children, and they get the tax accounting right. So it solves all the accounting and all of the reporting issues. When the ETFs were approved in the U.S., there was a whole set of institutional investors like pension funds and hedge funds with $50 billion, $100 billion, $200 billion. They have a lot of capital, but they could only buy through the ETF.
Right.
Even if they wanted to work for a year to set up all these other systems, they're not allowed to. Their charters prohibit them. So they've got a compliance problem. And then what happened is an ETF launched in Hong Kong. Well, you can imagine if you buy Bitcoin in that ETF in Hong Kong, that Bitcoin is not being custodied in the United States. The Hong Kong financial system prefers the assets to be custodied at a regulated bank in Hong Kong. So if I'm a Hong Kong investor or a Hong Kong institution or a Hong Kong company, I could funnel money into Bitcoin via the Hong Kong ETF. Now the rumor is that there'll be ETFs in mainland China. Well, those ETFs will come to you via a Shanghai-based financial institution, and the Bitcoin will be custodied in a Chinese mainland bank, maybe in Shanghai. There's 1.5 billion people in China that want to buy Bitcoin. The Chinese government doesn't have an objection to them getting rich. It doesn't have objection to China getting rich. They all like money.
Yep.
They all like wealth. Their objection is they don't want people to take more than $50,000 a year in capital outside of China.
Yes.
So if you buy $10 million of Bitcoin, put it in a hardware wallet, and leave the country, you violated the capital controls. But if you buy $10 million of Bitcoin via an ETF in Shanghai, and the Bitcoin is then purchased by the exchange and custodied in China, the Chinese banking system benefits, the Chinese currency benefits, the Chinese culture benefits, the Chinese government gets their taxes, the Chinese investors get Bitcoin. And so the real significance of the ETFs is they're solving the problem of credit access, compliance, accounting, convenience, reporting. But as that happens, you see what's going on is when the Chinese buy billions of dollars of Bitcoin, they'll drive up the price of Bitcoin in New York.
That's our video for today, featuring Michael Saylor discussing Bitcoin adoption, Bitcoin ETFs, and how these developments will significantly impact the lives of 8 billion people. Bitcoin represents a paradigm shift as the world's first perfect money, designed to solve global financial problems and, most importantly, grant financial freedom to everyone on the planet. We hope you enjoyed the video and found it valuable. Please share your comments and observations in the comments section. Subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.